Welcome to the last installment of the Honda Acty build. Over the course of the last couple of days, we have transformed this Acty from a boring, fresh off the boat, white, no rims, no calipers, no bed liner, no full detail, no LED lights, boring looking Acty into a good old WayBeforeTheFame spec Acty. And now that the car is cosmetically done, we did the maintenance, we did everything, it's ready to rock and roll, I'm going to drive this from New York City to Cleveland, Ohio, which for me, who is no stranger to K road trips, is definitely the farthest I've ever went on a K truck. I've seen people go on road trips in like K vans, K cars. There's this weird guy on YouTube who drove his cappuccino from LA to New York. I've seen that guy, but I don't know if there's any videos of someone driving a K truck that far. So I'm gonna split it up into 2 days. It's about like 8 hours. My goal for today is to do about like 5 hours today. If I can do 75% of the drive today and then tomorrow just do about 2-3 hours, that's best case scenario. This isn't my car, as you guys know, and I'm not trying to bring somebody a car that I'm straining the entire time. And speaking of straining, I've always heard that these 4-wheel drive Actys can turn 2-wheel drive relatively easy, but I saw a YouTube video and I didn't realize it was that easy. So to turn your Acty from full-time 4-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive, there's even a little diagram right here. It shows you exactly what to do, but you're basically just gonna loosen this 10, spin it counterclockwise so it could be on the 2. There's a small arrow there, and then boom, 2-wheel drive Acty. And I actually had a 2-wheel drive Honda Street, and I love the fact that I got better MPGs and I was able to go a bit faster than the normal Actys. But here's what we're gonna be working with. So we're gonna loosen this, and you see this little hitch right here, this little nipple, I guess you can call it. We're basically gonna get this to the other side. But mine, really, you can't see the 2 and 4, sadly. I'll try to focus. Yeah, you can't really see it, but basically we're just gonna spin this 180 so I can be in 2-wheel drive. You could kind of see the arrow a little bit. So I got my 10 here. Just loosen this up. And then you wanna grab your 10 and just go 180. You see the nipple going to the other side, and then boom, it kind of locks in place. I can't really push it anymore. And honestly, I believe that's it. Now we're just gonna tighten it back up. Just like that, we got a 2-wheel drive Acty, which is gonna make my road trip 1000% better. It's gonna be quieter, it's gonna be quicker, better MPGs. I wish there was a way to test it, but I guess the only way I can really try is by driving it. So enough talking, let's get on the road. Let's see if we make it there in one piece. Let's pray to the Honda guys that we don't break down. Everything works out 100% fine. I want to get there ASAP, fly back home, and then start to tell you guys about this. Start to tell you guys about the scissor lift / dump that I had to hijack project and what exactly the plans are with this ting. So I've been driving for a couple minutes now, and I do have to say it does make a big difference. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Maybe Gio's like secret plan was for me to become a Honda fanboy during this build, because I have to say, one of the biggest things I disliked about these, besides the fact I'm being overpopularized, like everyone just wants a Honda Acty, it's a little annoying, but something I genuinely dislike about the truck itself was that it was so slow. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily faster now, but it's a lot more tolerable. Like I can see myself doing, I honestly can see myself maybe doing the entire trip. As of right now, I am 7 hours and 8 minutes away, and it says I'd get to Cleveland at 4:30. Let's just say I give myself an additional 5 hours to let the car cool off, let me stretch my legs a little bit. I'd still only get to him at 9 p.m., which is still a really good time. So I think now that the car can comfortably go around like 80, 90 kilometers, which is really where I want to stay at, I'm gonna see if I can do maybe 6 hours today, and then tomorrow I'll just wake up early, do the last hour, because I definitely want to check out the cars that he has. I know he has the Toyota Sarah, which is pretty cool. I've always wanted one of those. And then I think he has a 600 horsepower R32 Skyline, and I've never driven a car that fast. So even if I don't drive it, but I'm just riding passenger, I think that'd be a pretty dope experience. But let's put the camera down. Let's enjoy this road trip. Let's see what we find throughout the route. Maybe we'll find some cool cars, some cool stops. I'm definitely gonna break this just one video because I'm really just trying to get there in one piece. But I'm hyped. I am very excited for this trip. I cannot wait to say that I did an 8-hour road trip in a K truck. Welcome to Alamuchi.
Merge onto County Road 517, then your destination will be on the left.
So I just stopped and got some gas. Took about $25. I know how much people love to track MPGs on these K cars. So let me tell you what I'm at right now. We'll see when I need to fill up again. So we're at 52135. I got a full tank of gas. Let's see how long that lasts me. The Acty's been doing great. Been going around like 80-90 kilometers, no problem. I don't hear any bad sounds or any rubber melting or anything like that, but I'm just gonna let the car cool off. I've drove about an hour and 45 minutes already. Figured right now was a good time to take a little break. I got my laptop. I'll just edit some videos, stay productive, and I'll probably leave here in the next like 30 minutes.
Keep left at the fork.
Intellectual conversations about mental health and shit like that.
I think it's special. You actually feel pretty damn good, you know? See, the train targets are the most. They will tell me only when they prove themselves are they allowed this.
Update, we officially made it to the halfway point. I have 4 hours till I get to Cleveland, Ohio. I've been cruising around 80-90 kilometers. Gas is doing pretty good as well. The only con is obviously the comfortability. Like, this is not comfortable at all. I think it's even worse than my cappuccino. We have issue 1. This thing is digging into my leg, so I have my jacket here to give me a little cushion. No K cars have cruise control, sadly, so my right leg is starting to cramp up. And I guess kind of a pro is that my back and my posture is probably the only thing that's really benefiting from this. But I think in a couple minutes I'm gonna stop driving. I've been driving straight for about an hour and 20 minutes, which is the longest I've done. So I'm gonna find somewhere to get some food, maybe sit at a restaurant for like 45 minutes, let the Acty really cool off. And then honestly, there's a good chance that I might end up in Cleveland tonight. If not, I think worst case scenario, I'll be like an hour away from Cleveland. But I'm doing like a good 70, 80, 90% today for sure. Just finished eating at one of America's finest restaurants. Acty been cooling off for like 30, 40 minutes. Time to head back in here. Continue the road trip. I think I got about like 3 hours and 20 minutes to go. I would say there's a 90% chance that I end up in Cleveland tonight. It's really about just putting my body through the stress because I'm only 3.5 hours away. I've been driving since 9 a.m. It's about 4 p.m. now. So including the stops, the fact that I'm going 50 miles per hour isn't really helping me. If I was in a real car, I'd drive 3 hours, no problem. But I am a bit sore from just grinding on this car to begin with. And then add the fact that it's just uncomfortable. It's slow. It's annoying. I'm not going to pretend that these road trips are fun, but I think I'm going to do it. I think that I'm going to make it to Cleveland tonight. I think it's just going to be like another stamp on the Way for the Fame, K's the Way mental. So let's start the Acty back up. MPG wise, I'm looking pretty good. I would fill up right now, but I am actually curious to see how far I can get on that one tank. But let's start this girl up. Fires every time. Can't wait for him to send me some videos with the exhaust installed. Let's close the door. Let's head back on this drive. I stretched my legs long enough. Next stop, I don't know, maybe 5:30? Whenever I run out of gas, actually. Just got to the gas station. I actually drove exactly 400 kilometers. What I'm gonna do now is fill this up. I'm not even sure how much gallons this thing takes, but let's see. What was my MPGs? The $1 million question. So I just looked it up. 400 kilometers equals 248 miles divided by 7.5. I'm getting around 33 miles per gallon, which isn't bad. I'm pretty sure if I was in full-time four-wheel drive, it would be a lot lower, probably like 28 or high 20s. Where we last left off, it was 4 p.m. So I've been driving about for an hour and a half straight. What I'm going to do is just let the car cool off. I'll go inside Love's, find something to do, maybe grab some Wendy's. Sucks that Teggy put his blood, sweat, and tears into the Acty, and all these flies and mosquitoes and bugs are just killing the front of the Acty. I think before I drop him off the car tomorrow, I'm gonna stop at like a hand car wash, see if they could do something with the front end. But boys, this Acty purdy. Look at it just hitting in the sun. I think I'm definitely a Honda fanboy at this point. Going downhill right now. This is the fastest I've gone in the Acty. Getting a lot more comfortable, seeing how I'm only like an hour and 30 minutes away from Cleveland. So the reason I'm rushing right now is because I want to go to this store called Party On. It's kind of like a Party City. And I want them to make me a big red bow. You know, like when you buy a car, all those like Mercedes commercials, but it's a big bow. So I'm either going to put it on the roof or maybe on the windshield, and they close at 8. It's currently 6:57 and I'm about an hour away. So I got to push it. Hopefully we get there on time. I think I'm 100% getting in Cleveland at this point. I'm like 2 hours away. So who would have thought? I started this video saying, oh, I'm only going to do 70%. The Acty's not going to do it. Acty did it. And flying colors at that. Like, look, I'm cruising right now on the interstate. Don't be afraid of the truckers. We're all friends. Everyone's driving safe. But let's continue to rush. I got to make it there by 8. Let's see what time I pull up. With 10 minutes to spare, I made it to Party On. Let's get this bow for Giovanni. The last thing we need for the Acty.
Your destination is on the left.
Bow secured. Honda Acty doing amazing. The only thing we have left to do is just drive this one last hour till we get to Cleveland. It's crazy how I started this video and I said that I'd probably get here around 9 if I go straight. And that is exactly when I'm going to get to Cleveland. And then I think as far as today goes, I'm pretty much done. I left my house 11 hours ago and I'm now in Ohio in a Honda Acty. So I would say today was pretty successful. I just got to find a hotel, maybe find like a restaurant to eat. I'm tired of eating gas station and fast food. And then I'm going to see if I could find somewhere where it says like, welcome to Cleveland. I don't know if Cleveland has that, or like a Ohio sign or something kind of iconic where I can take a picture with the Acty. Maybe I use that as a thumbnail, or maybe I just post it on Instagram. But yeah, Acty's doing great. I'll update you guys wherever I end up next. I had no intentions to stop here. I didn't even know this place existed, but you see that name and you see that thing spinning up there? Let's go inside. Grab yourself a hot dog or two. Maybe get a Wagyu glizzy. Anyone from Ohio, let me know if this place is good or am I just being a tourist? Because I'm very excited. So I bought a peace and chili dog shirt. There's no real explanation for that. And then I got 2 hot dogs with ketchup, mustard, sauerkraut. I know I post a lot of hot dogs, but in my opinion, that's the only way that people should eat hot dogs. Maybe with onion sometimes, but like bacon and wrapped eggs and weird stuff, no. So I got a normal hot dog and a Wagyu one. They didn't tell me which one is which. I have to say that sauerkraut, everything looks really good. Nice and proportioned. These 2 hot dogs were, I think, $8. I think that was Wagyu. The bun is super wet. No, this one's Wagyu. I'm a big fan. So much for not eating fast food and wanting to go to a restaurant. Alright, let's head out. I found a Cleveland sign. Let's see if we get there and it's not too dark. And just like that, the Honda Acty made it from New York City to Cleveland.
Yeah, you see what I'm driving with.
Honda making friends over here, bro. Honda gang for sure. How could I not be a Honda fanboy, bro?
1
Honda fanboy in full effect. But yeah, made it to Cleveland. I love K cars. I hope that every single road trip I do just continues to break the barriers. Don't let these little 25-year-old 660cc cars make you believe that you can't do crazy stuff like this. I went on road trips in a Jimny, Wagoneer, K-Van, K-Truck, Cappuccino. The list goes on, and it will continue to increase the more I love these cars and the more that I get new ones. So I'm gonna end this part of the video here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Project Acty. 7 days ago, I was given a time frame and a budget to turn this fresh off the boat, boring looking Honda Acty into a very cool Way Before the Fame spec Acty. You guys seen the build, you've seen the drive, you've seen everything. The only thing left to do today is to go to Walmart. I want to get like some bug spray so I can clean up the front bumper and windshield. And now that I have this, let's also grab a rag. No way I could put all this hard work, drive 8 hours, and deliver a car someone looking like this. So this is the before. Let me spray some on. Let's clean this all up. And here we have the after. Can't do the homie Teggy dirty after you spend hours detailing this car. But now, last thing to do is just to drive to Gio. Let's get his live reaction. I gotta put the little bow that I bought yesterday on, and it's ready to go. All right, so I'm officially in his neighborhood, just making sure the car is nice and clean, make sure there's no junk, grab my water bottles and everything. We're now gonna put the bow on, and this is the final step on Project Acty. I think I just used these two things to tie it on. Now this is what you call white glove, Way Before the Fame treatment. If you want your K car build, you know who to call. You know where to find me. Now we just have one last thing to do. Let's put this up here and deliver the car. For copyright purposes, I can't play what's playing right now, but just envision the Rocky theme song going up the steps. That's what it is.
You made it, Nick!
I have to get the bow on.
Bro, you got the bow and everything, man. You made it, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro. Congrats to my daughter. Dang.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to get the bow on.
Woo, she looking fresh.
Yeah, LEDs, the VW lip.
I love it. The actual official.
Can you have the rock two plates here?
No.
Okay,
You can
sick.
rock
Yeah,
that
even
one.
better, yeah.
The lip.
Yeah, the lip was...
This was a whole thing in its own, right?
Yeah.
That was like I didn't know how the hell it was supposed to go on when I watched the video. LEDs look super
LEDs
mint.
make a huge... This is the only thing everybody was going to offer me in the comments, but it's like, bro, look at my hands.
3
My
minutes.
hands, look, my hands still aren't good.
3 minutes. We'll put this together.
Yeah, my
We're
hands,
gonna continue.
Yeah, my
from
hands
here on.
still aren't good.
I have ordered tons of stuff. So
Yeah, you said you're doing the timing belt already.
timing belt,
Yeah.
water pump, thermostat, temperature sensor.
Yeah.
I got my net. I do this net that to
On the back of them?
keep stuff from flying up off of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretty much go back to
Yeah.
how this all happened.
Yeah,
So-
tell us.
So 2 years ago, I had a 1971 Chevelle, and then just before that, I had a C7 Corvette. And I would go to car shows. I like the car stuff. My degree is in automotive technology, so I wanted a car. I've always been just a renter. And I was parking next to tons of Chevelles. As much as I love them,
Yeah.
there was just so many of them. It was so saturated, and so was the C7 Corvette. You would have to do a whole bunch of gaudy stuff to make it even stand out. So I decided I wanted something that was super rare, and I came across this Skyline here stateside.
Yeah.
And it was stateside, and the gentleman, his name was Dustin. So shout out to Dustin, but he now has an R34 Skyline. So he sold this to buy the R34, and then I started going to car shows. I was the only one with a Skyline, and I was just like, I don't know, like that clout was there. It felt good.
Is this your first right-hand drive?
First right-hand drive. Yeah, I was a train wreck learning how to drive this. It was terrible. Manual transmission, you know, the right-hand side. It was just, it was something else. But then one night, after I fell in love with JDMs, I'm like, let me just fuzzy search TikTok. That TikTok 2 years ago was like all I did. And I came across one of your videos. I want to say you was in Hawaii or something.
Yeah, maybe.
There was something in Hawaii, and it was like, I don't know, it was a while ago. There was some K cars, and I'm like, what the hell are these things? Little as heck, and I'm like, oh, bro, these are awesome. Everything that could go wrong with my first car, I just did it. Wasted so much money figuring it out. And then my first one came, and I started bringing them in because my family member wanted the first one. So I was like, oh, I'll get me another one. Then a friend wanted the next one. I'm like, all right, let me get another one. Next thing you know, I couldn't keep up with the market here, so I just keep bringing them in until finally I find something, because all my cars have stories, you know.
Yeah.
My daughter's car, this car. So this one has a story now, and I've been looking for an Acty. My wife hates it when I sell them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff around the house.
Yeah.
So this one now has a story. So I bought so much stuff.
How many Ks do you think you've gone through in the last 2 years?
Probably 15 or 20 K cars between.
Oh, wow.
This is my daughter. She is 16. She's a straight A student, so don't think that the front plate says anything.
I don't even know what the front plate say. Oh, money, daddy's money. No, these are cool. I always wanted one of these.
It's been great for her, man. She,
yeah. I always tell people, like, I understand that K is the way, and I'm the biggest K car guy ever, but I'm buying this before an AZ1. I'm not dropping
Really?
20 G's on an AZ1 for what? Just because the doors are cool? Because if I want cool doors, I buy this.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be just the doors. Because if we're talking about speed, then let's get a cappuccino.
True.
So, like, I'm not spending 20 G's on an AZ1. I'm getting a Sarah. Like, I don't care. This is like, you can find one of these for like 10 in good condition.
And what's crazy is I told my daughter, let me get you a cappuccino. The Alto was supposed to be her surprise.
Yeah.
And then we found this one here, and I ended up purchasing it to sell it, and then she fell in, it's hard to not fall in love.
Yeah, it's a flex. It's a flex. It's a bigger flex than AZ1. I don't care what anyone says.
I go with the Skyline, and my 16-year-old daughter pulls up, and they like,
and she opens the door, boom.
And then they immediately see the doors open, and
yeah,
just kind of backburners, you know. It's crazy for
yeah, no, this is a very, very cool car. And I think the only thing is that they're hard to find stick, but it's not like it's a sports car. Like, no, I'd get an automatic one and not mind at all.
This is a 630 horsepower E85 when I have full E85 in it. 68mm Borg Warner. It is, I got a Kevlar timing belt in it. Got the R8 spark plug coils in it. It has a Heltec ECU in it. Don't get it twisted. This is the GTST. I don't want no one to think I'm false flagging. You don't see any GTR logos. I wouldn't even do the official Paul Walker sticker on it.
Yeah.
Because I felt like that was false flagging. This is a different look, but it was silver, so I had to keep it close.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is my baby. I have cried in it. I have broken knuckles, shed blood. Bro, can we talk about your hatred towards Acty?
Let's be honest. My hatred towards Acty is when it comes down to it, and you're a victim to it as well. When someone wants a K truck, they just want Honda Acty. So the Honda Acty isn't a bad truck. I just don't like when people say the Hondas are the most reliable, or people say like, oh, you should get an Acty. I didn't know about that two-wheel drive thing, so I have to say that did make a big difference, because the full-time four-wheel ones are slow.
Did you feel the difference switching it?
Yeah, a big difference. Well, yeah, I just feel like I was going like 110 at one point kilometers, and I was like, there's no way I would have did this a full-time four-wheel drive. Yeah,
you know, I steered away from the automatic like sandbars and stuff.
Yeah, no, the CVTs, those are, I mean, sandbars are great. This is how I look at it. In my opinion, the sandbar's great because it's supercharged, but they're expensive. I think the high jets are cool. I think the carries are cool. I think the mini cabs are super slept on. No one really cares about them. And I like the Actys. Like, the Actys aren't bad. I just don't like how popular they are. Yeah. Like, when I go to K meets, all I see is 7 Actys. And it's like, ugh. But after this, though, to be honest, I have to say I'm officially a Honda liker.
Yeah.
Not lover, liker.
So the same reason I ended up getting my Skyline is the same reason why you don't like that. I don't like parking next to 15 of one. But
yeah, exactly.
When I tell you it comes down to like, one, resale value is really important to me. I hate buying a car and then 3 minutes later it's worth half the price.
Yeah, I agree.
Two, the reliability. Honda is a reliable vehicle.
Yeah, for sure.
It is, and it does have certain little amenities. In this one, I like the engine placement, even though I do.
Really?
Like
I forgot to mention that. I hate the engine replacement.
I love the engine.
There's no way that you enjoy doing the time belt in this.
Actually, I've learned to do them very quickly. So to be honest with you, once you get that engine mount off and you drop down the engine, everything else with the little clips take off.
Even just saying that though, you drop down the engine. If you had a sandbar, you didn't have to do that. If you had a high jet or Suzuki's under the seat,
I guess so.
Yeah.
I would have to experience that to talk on it. I won't do it until I've done it. But these, again, I have went to school for automotive technology.
Yeah, I mean, for you it's probably nothing.
It really wasn't hard. And to be honest, I liked having, like you said in the video, having nothing here. You could just work out here. You could take these doors off, like take that tire off, full access. inside this cab.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, I got love handles. You see, you're fit like a fiddle. I can't fit in this to try to do anything in here. I mean,
yeah, no, it's definitely annoying. It's definitely annoying. I mean, everyone has their pros and cons. But no, I'm happy it's here. It took me 13 hours of real time to do 8 hours of driving, which isn't that bad. And to be honest, after doing the Cappuccino road trip, everything is like nothing to me now.
you're a wild man.
Yeah, like the Cappuccino kind of just, I'm jaded towards all road trips. I know the comments are already telling me.
Oh, bro, I promise you this
Yeah,
will be
maybe
painted by tonight.
By tonight.
I didn't want to be the one to tell you
Yeah.
this, but we was gonna paint
Yeah,
it.
no, if my hands didn't look like this and I could barely feel them, I would have done it.
Oh,
but
you get to say, my hands look like this, so
Yeah.
mine could look like this.
exactly.
Nice and
This
clean.
white glove treatment even got the
They
bow.
got the bow, bro. This thing is like,
This, I gotta get a picture before we leave, but yeah.
this is awesome, man. It does feel good though, because a lot of them I get, they feel so whooped. When I see a 5-dial speedometer, or yeah, the mile,
Yeah.
the clicker, whatever the hell, kilometer clicker, I always think it rolled over. I don't know if that's just me having trust
Let me
issues.
see. This could have 151. That's not out of this world. I don't think it does, but
No, I mean, the ones that I did have that had like 90,000
you can usually tell by like the pedals. Like the rubber on the pedals is pretty mint.
Yeah, this feels, man. It's got a clock, bro.
Yeah, I know. The
This is
clock
gonna
is
be-
the
it's
clock
sad
is
that I
a
don't have
big
it.
deal.
Never had one with a clock. Hell yeah, man. Good job, bro. Seriously, good
Yeah,
job.
you already know, bro.
I'm
First
all
of
smiles.
many, hopefully. And if you get the sandbar to New York, we can figure something out there too.
So we got
It's
this.
funny when I get in cars like this, it makes it be like, what am I doing with K cars?
No, K car's where it's at, bro.
No, K cars are where it's at because like you said, this is really jail and prison.
It is, and I'll
But
be
like in a
honest.
K car, I'd be raging fifth gear and I'm going 70 miles per hour.
Oh, I just seen a meme that said like most people casually doing. Is that somebody? Was that you? I forgot where I
No,
seen
it
it.
wasn't me, maybe.
Somebody's page said someone casually doing 60 mile an hour on the freeway. Me wide open throttle.
Oh yeah, I
fifth
seen that.
gear.
Yeah, I seen that. That was me with the semis on
Yeah.
I-80.
We're at 183 degrees. We should be okay.
That is so crazy.
And
And I know that
slipped.
was like nothing.
We slipped a little.
Wow, that sound is. That's a sound right there, man.
Kind of. And so what I do is I kind of hold the brake a little bit, get the turbo going.
That's crazy. That was a pull of pulls. That was nuts. They weren't even going that fast. That is crazy.
Whatever 190 kilometers is an hour,
Yeah.
what would that be?
60 miles per hour. Because we're going the speed limit, right?
I almost said 20. 20 miles
Maybe
an hour.
20 miles per hour.
Yeah, so go right and get in the left lane because you'll be taking 71 south. You got to ring them out. 4,000 RPM is where the fun happens, but
Yeah.
I'll let you get comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
It
have-
actually is not that scary. It's
no.
not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be.
And there's a button. Like if we hit this spoiler button, it turns off the turbo, and you only get wastegate. So it's a little more
What is that
forgiving.
button like OEM? Like what is spoiler up?
There is supposedly something. I want to say in the front or the front or the back that has active aero that you can bring up and down. It was like a rare
Ah.
option. But it's for technically turning off the
Yeah.
turbo. And it's straight wastegate, so I want to say it's 350 horsepower. when you turn
Right
it.
now?
No, it's on right now. You're full wide open throttle till you see God. This bad boy is unlocked. Of course, I wasn't gonna. I gave you full jail and prison.
Yeah,
option.
I know. It's clean in here too. Like,
Yeah, it's not too bad. I gotta
What
do
is it?
the-
90.
91.
Same year as the Acty.
Ooh, there you go. You know.
Oh no, I gotta give it a pull right now. Yeah, I got you.
There you go. Just gotta keep the RPMs up. She liked it. That was good.
That was nothing too. That was like 30% throttle.
Last second Hail Mary before it's all gone. There you go. That's it. You made it, bro. Congrats.
We did it. All the way to Cleveland. New York to Cleveland. In the good old Acty.
That's it, man. Congratulations, bro. You deserve it. Salute.
And just like that, Honda Acty has made it to Cleveland. He's about to bring the Skyline in. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being part of this build. Shout out to Gio. Shout out to you guys. On to the next K. So they confiscated my Ratchet, as you saw in that last clip, but I did find some cool Hot Wheels. Found this Civic, now that I'm a Honda fanboy. This HKS Raptor is kind of cool, but I'm gonna grab this one just because they're $5 each, which is a bit excessive. But you already know, gotta support the homie Texas Toot.
Your seat back and tray table are in their upright and rocked positions.